Hey guys, we're sitting out here in Destin, Florida. We just got done with the week fishing here, and basically we actually had 7-foot tides rolling here last week, and it really disturbed that water. So we love to fish off the surf there, off the beach, and we briefly kind of talked about that. I was somewhat successful in regards to that type of fishing there. We first ended up catching two different sharks. The first day we only caught one shark there. There was probably maybe 2.5 foot long there, and what we were using there was just a rig for, I believe, for drum. There's two different hook sets there, and you've got your pyramid weight there on it, and we were just using squid. And we just picked it up from the local Walmart there. There's a ton of bait stores in here, so don't think you have to go to the Walmart there or any of them. They should all really work the same there, but you know, once you're down here, if you get a little fresher bait, probably going to be better off that way. But nothing really beats what they call a ladyfish there. And basically my strategy on that ladyfish is we'll either just use a little crankbait there, cast out there. Those things will about eat anything, and then I'll catch one of those, then I'll actually cut it up, use it, all pieces there, and then cast it out there, and then that's going to allow us to start getting into your much bigger fish, including even the shark species there on it there. So after that, you know, from the fish that we caught on the surf, we ended up catching 2 sharks and then a really nice bluefish for this area, and that pretty much wrapped up our surf fishing for the week. We went back in there, but unfortunately that water was just so dirty in there, and a lot of that tide was bringing in a whole bunch of seaweed, getting our lines messed up, and it was just really becoming kind of a tedious process to keep those lines straight. So we ended up moving to a pier here, and it's the Okaloosa Pier. Is actually the very first time that we've been going through there, and really enjoyed that deal. This is, I think, our 3rd or 4th time down here, and the very first time that we've actually felt that we couldn't really produce a lot of good quality fish off the shore. Now today it's extremely beautiful. Things clear up extremely fast there. We had some north wind blow through, really calmed everything down. But as we transition into the pier, we're still using the same pole setups there, which I like just to open face reels, you know, running 30-40 pound test on there should suffice for the large majority of your fish there. And then as we got into that first day, we went and checked it out there, got to see a lot of big nice tarpon running there. I didn't get the opportunity to see anybody hook into one of those, but as the evening progressed, we went back in there, and then we ended up catching I believe it was several ladyfish. We caught some mackerel there, and then we ended up getting I believe it's an armada. I think that's how you pronounce it, but it's one of those fish that actually, it's got that sucker thing on the back of its head there, and you can actually put it up against that metal piece and it'll stay there. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But we got the opportunity to see some tiger sharks, gorgeous animals there. The first evening we actually fished on into the night, I ended up, I believe, hooking into one of those fish, and they were about 400 pounds. It didn't take very long before that thing actually broke my metal leader and then took off. But a couple things to kind of consider there is we like to use the grouper rigs, and I think I called them drum rigs, but they're truly grouper rigs, and it's the 2-hook system there, and you got the weight there at the bottom, and then you got your hook there, or your clip on at the top. And with that, you know, that fish was just so powerful. You're going to get the opportunity, you know, to probably hook into one of those fish on accident there, and just be prepared. But the thing to really consider here is make sure you're not using stainless steel hooks. And the reason why is if you do catch into a shark or any other animal there, those regular hooks will actually rust out where stainless steel wouldn't, and that way that line will actually go off of that fish. So just a couple of small things there, but you know, just your basic catfish setup there in the Midwest, you're going to be just fine out here. You know, just your just your rigs are going to be probably a little bit slightly different in regards to setup there, and of course your bait. But you will find shad. Those ladyfish again are hard to beat there. Absolutely love diving for them there and actually spearing them. Unfortunately, again, due to the water being so dirty those first couple of days, you was not actually able to get in there and do any of that. I did enjoy snorkeling a little bit, but you really couldn't see a whole lot, so I kind of bailed out. But the overall Pier deal, you know, you're able to catch anything from Spanish mackerel to king mackerel. End up seeing some about 30 or 40 jack that came right underneath us. Had the opportunity to tell some guys there on the other side of the pier that, hey, here they come. And they ended up hooking one in at around 20-25 pounds, and that was a pretty cool deal. And the main deal that they're using for like those tarpon and those jacks and the big king mackerels are typically either a Rapala or a big rubber minnow looking thing there. Now you can get into your live bait there, but we cigar minnows with the treble hooks, another good one if you're going to get into the live bait atmosphere. But I got to see quite a bit of you know, fishermen out there. But that place was absolutely packed. It's a gorgeous sunrise and sunset. It's over 1,200, I think 62 feet of into the Gulf of Mexico there. So you got a large amount. You know, we got to see stingrays. We got to see some turtles. I actually ended up hooking a turtle, unfortunately, and that was quite the process. I'll have another video on that particular deal or ordeal. But basically, what ends up happening is you have to call a phone number, and they actually have to come out with a huge net looking thing, and they will actually lift that thing up and get you going. And you don't touch the turtle at all. You just let them handle it, and then they have a recovery system there. So it's not that common of occurrence, but it's common enough where, you know, lucky me, I got to get involved in that situation. But overall, you know, no matter what you're going to get down here in Destin, you're going to have a phenomenal time there fishing. Just kind of adapt. Don't worry about too much about changing things up or changing areas up. Just go out there and enjoy it. You know, you guys are on vacation. Hopefully, you guys are getting out there, you know, some, and really anything from, you know, any beach area. This video should be pretty beneficial for you guys, whether you're in Destin or, you know, Gulf Shores or wherever you're at there. So hopefully you guys are getting out there in nature. Like always, best luck on your coming hunting and fishing season.